Hey everyone, Jamie here from technicalcafe.com, and in this tutorial we're going to be talking about variables in PHP. They're pretty straightforward and easy to use, but if you're familiar with a language like maybe Java or C or C++, a language that's more strongly typed, you're going to notice that there is a big difference in the way variables are used. So PHP is a pretty loosely typed language, and when declaring variables, you actually don't have to declare the variable type like you might have to with a language like Java when declaring the variable. So let me show you what I mean by that. So let's jump over here to index.php where we have our PHP tags ready to go, and let's go ahead and declare a string variable. So in a language like Java, you might have to declare the variable as being a string, but in PHP, all variables are declared the same way. So in order to declare a variable, you just say $, and then assign the variable a name, so my string, and let's set the string equal to, let's say, hello world. And notice that when you're declaring a string variable, you're going to have to use some quotation marks around whatever text you're putting in there. Another thing to note is that variable names have to start with either an underscore or a letter. They can't start with a number, but you can have the number in the variable name if you'd like. So now that we have a string variable set up and ready to go, let's go ahead and print that to the screen using an echo statement. So we'll say echo my string, and notice that we don't need quotation marks when echoing or using a print statement. So let's go over here to Google Chrome and give it a refresh, and you'll notice that the value of the variable hello world is printed to the screen here. So let's go ahead and declare another variable. So let's say my int equals 12, and then let's go ahead and echo out the value of my int. We have 12. We can do the same thing if we wanted to do a double or a float, so we could say my double equals 12.34. We can save this, then go over here to Google Chrome and refresh, and you'll notice, because I didn't change this, nothing happened, but if we change this, we can come over here and see that we have 12.34. So regardless of whatever the type of the variable is, you don't have to declare it, and that's pretty different than a strongly typed language. So what happens if we wanted to, for example, add the value of my int to my double and store that into another variable called sum? Well, we can do that by saying sum equals my int plus my double, and if we come over here and echo out the value of sum, you'll notice that we'll get 24.34. And that's because we added 12 and 12.34. So we don't have to worry about any conversions or anything like that either. If we also wanted to add, let's say we add sum plus 100, you can go ahead and do that in your print statement or echo statement, and you'll notice that we have 124.34. So this is basically how you use variables. You can assign Boolean variables, floats, longs, integers. You don't really have to define the variable type, so any variable name you use can hold basically any type that you'd like. So a couple of things to note with variables is that they're actually assigned by value. So if you're used to maybe using a language where you're assigning by reference, that's not the case with PHP. But other than that, variables are pretty straightforward, pretty simple to use, and they're pretty loosely typed as well. So please feel free to play around with them, see what you can do, maybe try adding strings to integers or whatever you want to do, and just have a little fun with it. Please feel free to post any questions in the comments below. I'd be happy to try to help out where I can. And also, if you want to send me a tweet, at JamieMCG on Twitter. So thank you for watching, and have a great day.